So there is a door to go deeper in here, and I'm not really sure that's a good idea, because that boss was actually reasonably difficult in terms of raw damage, meaning I probably am supposed to be here later. Wait. Oh! It opens a shortcut. Yeah, this is where the werewolf was. But there's no reason to be back in rain, so... Also, this room is kind of amazing. What even are those? Are those like weird pigs? They sort of look piggy, but they're incredibly gross, those giant statues, which is appropriate because it looks like some weird satanic shrine, but why is that down here? All right, shove that valve handle in. Thunk. A very bad, very short loop on that sound effect. Loop, 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 loop. This is a very short sound. And we just fade out.
Yet again, my elite have been outwitted by fools.
I wouldn't say outwitted. We basically just beat them. There hasn't been any sort of wits involved at all. This game doesn't really have puzzle solving in it or riddles or anything like that. Wit isn't really involved. It's just sort of barbaric button mashing, really.
Cagen was weak.
He didn't even get one attack off.
You will not go to the barracks at chains. My informant assures me that a small band of rebels are planning to rescue the Duke. Their attack is imminent.
His voice here has the backwards reverb on it that is often done for like ghosts or spirits or somebody talking from beyond the pale or something. But I'm not sure why he does, because he doesn't appear to be a spirit or a ghost, or he's not talking telepathically or through a portal, which is generally where you would do like the backwards reverb, is like somebody talking inside your head telepathically, or like a ghost.
Yes, sire. I will not disappoint you.
Plus, why did you not tell me of the troubles at your palace?
She wasn't even there.
I thought your time too precious to waste on such a minor incident.
Yeah, nice try.
You dare lie to your father? Do you forget my power?
No. There was a breach within the secret chambers of my palace, but I'm sure Draco will have destroyed all the intruders.
She's reading her lines weirdly flat compared to how hard Silver's trying.
And the orb, is it safe?
I don't know.
What? How can you not know?
She's coming across as pretty incompetent here. Oh.
Retaliate and
Oh, I thought he did kill her. Okay.
your lineage will mean nothing.
So she just leaves.
Intruders, and if they are dead, bring me their bodies when you deliver the orb. You dare to stare at me.
Yeah, see, this voice actor is trying so hard. He's doing a good job. He sounds great. And she's like, oh, I'm sure it's fine. Draco will have killed them. Now, I guess I just go outside? And I guess oh, that uncooked my weapon. Oh, hey, I have 2 maces now. So I can give Skuni one. Now, I'm assuming the screen that had the boatman on the raft no longer has water, so that would explain why there's a shortcut out to where the werewolf was. Meaning I did not fight this boss out of sequence. Ah, indeed, yes. Oh, that one's just straight up squealing like a pig. Let's see what earth magic does. Oh, I guess it just fires like projectile rocks at them. That's not behaviorally different enough from the fire spell. Squeal, piggies. Stop thrusting with a mace, you idiot. Oh, the AI is pissing me off so much you would not believe. Oh, that's a little strange. Were these built to look like they're buried underground, or are these actually like 100-foot tall statues that are somehow that buried? I kind of want to know the story behind those statues, and yet we just walked away and we'll never know. for wasting my shield, David. At least now we have better ones. This is such a clusterfuck. Alright, are you gonna talk to me? No, you're just gonna run away, I guess? Or, no, I'm just supposed to kill you. You're just running like a bitch and I'll kill you anyway. And I can go in there. Is that the rear entrance to chains? If so, I want to check the other pathway. Oh, yeah. That's where the boatman took us. Oh, there's a chest here now. Ooh. Fire bow. Some fucking cheese. And, oh, fire arrows. I was gonna say a fire bow would be awesome. Might actually make ranged worth it. But if it requires its own ammo type that's going to be very expensive, I kinda don't care. And then there's just the, diving thing. Well, we got a swanky bow that I'm never gonna use. That was totally worth backtracking for. We'll go right in the back door, and I'm sure it will be heavily guarded anyway, even though the dialogue implied that they won't expect this. It'd be very stupid of them not to expect it, though. Holy shit, there's mimics in this game. Didn't expect that. I also didn't expect it to die in one hit. Oh, I thought that would be one as well. Oh, the constant squealing noises is amazing. I believe that is the exact same stock pig squeal used for when the pigs are upset in Wind Waker. Let's try acid magic. Again, it's just a bolt that flies out. So, not visually or behaviorally distinct from Fireball, still. Which is a little disappointing. I would like to see them all be wildly different. I'd like to see one that's like, you know, area effect instead of a projectile, you know, something like that. Oh, wait, I just realized a huge benefit of Cagen that I hadn't really thought of. Which is that when you hit the A button while you have a spell equipped, you punch, which normally is useless, but since he punches anyway, I actually don't have to unequip the spell to go back to melee. I can just leave the spell equipped and punch with him anyway. That's fantastic.
At last. Did no one tell you that it's impolite to keep people waiting?
Who are you?
Now, use what
I mean, I know we saw him in the previous scene, but these guys didn't.
weapons.
And why would we do that?
A tedious choice, but so be it.
Oh, fire's level 3. Hadn't noticed that. Well, he's dead. Got a dragon shield and $100. I figured he was going to be more of like a proper boss fight, but he didn't even have like his own health bar. He was just one of the dudes on screen, and I annihilated him. But I got a bastard sword. That's a naughty word. Give that to David. I feel like that was kind of anticlimactic, honestly. Oh, look at the size of this sword, though. It's bigger than me. Also, it doesn't look like a bastard sword at all. It looks, honestly, it looks more like a machete. I feel like it's actually doing less damage. Oh, and he's trying to cast and he can't. Because Fire 3 is incredibly expensive. Yeah, maybe chops aren't as good with this. I'm gonna try the left and right slashing attacks. Because right now it feels like it's actually doing less than the mace was. Yeah, 52 instead of 50. Oh, it's... Even according to the menu, it's barely better. Which, if I have to do the slash attacks to get its full damage, would actually make its DPS lower because those slash attacks are a fair bit slower than just the regular A attack. Yeah, I feel like this thing's actually inferior. So far, I'm unimpressed by the level of resistance we're meeting. If we are indeed in chains, which I assume we are. It would help if he's not slightly out of frame.
Be careful. This region is overrun with Silver's guards. Your brash behavior will make you a prime target.
What if he's working with them?
Leave before you get hurt.
Why do you assume he's not working for them? Why is the camera looking the wrong way?
Why, you little...
He was obvious. Why did he assume that that was a non-combatant, and why is he out of frame?
Where's he gone?
I'm more concerned with where...
Did he just turn invisible?
Spread out.
I mean, the text box was kind of covering it, although I can still see his circle shadow. Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, he's just fading in and out. Oh. That does no damage. It doesn't even say 0. Yeah, neither does Earth. So, I take it that means he just doesn't take damage from magic. Does he take damage from physical? Well, I got a ring of invisibility and some gold, so... Oh, he wasn't a real enemy. Oh, okay, just one hit, he drops his loot and buggers off. And indeed, you turn invisible. Although I have to question the usefulness of a ring that turns me invisible when it does not turn my allies invisible. And there's no other exit here. Also, these giant statues, I guess, are holding up this roof. I would like to see a wider establishing shot of this, because that would actually be pretty cool looking. Oh, this door's openable. Oh, okay. I thought that was just scenery. I didn't notice the icon. And that's the stripy key. Although I love that Cagen can have a spell equipped and still do regular attacks. That's fantastic. He is now... I mean, he has been, like, the whole time I've had him, by far the most useful character, really. Which is weird because he's not the protagonist. Surely by now they know we're coming. Yeah, see, there's guards everywhere. Did we really come out ahead by doing this roundabout thing to get into the rear entrance? We're still fighting tons of dudes. It's not like this is some sort of covert infiltration now. Wow, I kind of like casting spells now. It also helps I finally have enough MP to cast them more than, like, twice. I didn't realize I'd be fighting lizard men. Let's try Earth. Does pretty much the exact same damage. Although it just leveled up, so now it's going to be really expensive to cast. And we're finally reaching the point where the lower level healing items don't really do much. Although now I finally have enough money. Yeah, I got 2,500 bucks. I finally have enough money that I could just start buying health potions. Actually, you know what? I said earlier I was going to try these potions immediately after saving just to learn how they work, and I just saved, so now is actually a very good time to do that. And indeed, you hold L and select a target just like a ranged weapon. Okay. Indeed, it emits a poison cloud. That is not very big. I was hoping for more than that, because that's really only going to work if they hold still. Well, let's reload. And I'm gonna try the exploding vial. Taste my vial. Oh. Well, it doesn't explode, it's incendiary. So that could potentially do a fair bit of damage, but I was expecting it to be a bomb, not like a Molotov. Let's head on inside. I'm not entirely convinced we have encountered less resistance than we would have if we went in the front door, because we've fought a handful of guys on every screen, which is about what we've encountered on every single screen in the game. Alright, Vivian, this is your chance to shine. Let's get out the longbow. What? I told her to equip the longbow. Why didn't it... What? Equip the fucking longbow. There you go. Why did that take 3 tries? Oh my god, this is so awkward, and I wish my guys would at least try to fucking dodge. Cagen, just get the fuck over here, so you're out of the line of fire. And then he just comes right back. Alright, presumably I do not have enough magic to cast heal. Yeah, I don't have enough. Of course not. Because now that it's level 2, it's obscenely expensive to cast, and I can't bump it down to level 1 if I would rather do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is one of the zombie sounds from Quake. So there's like a weird flickery... I was gonna say texture error, but it's beyond the model. On that chest there. That's very strange. Is that like a sly indication that that chest is fake? Like it's a mimic? Or is that just an actual texture error? Or graphical error? Do there have to be this many of them? Also, why are they just running around instead of trying to kill me? This is very strange. So, do these little doorways do anything? No, I can't go in that one, even though it's like highlighted with a light, which really kind of draws your attention to it as if it's important. So I can go out that way. The door is capped with what appears to be a gear with a horrified face on it, which is kind of creepy. It looks a bit like the spooky mask from Ocarina of Time. I mean, just the circular eyes and mouth, not the gear. So I can go to this chest, which hopefully isn't a mimic. It's not. 150 bucks, a useless apple, some vaguely useful cheese, a nice pie, and some sort of useful bread. And then nothing here. Now there's a chest on the other side, but it's the flickery one. I do like the shadow this brazier here casts. It's quite nice. That's the kind of thing that, you know, in this era of games would be that sort of very detailed shadow with sharp edges on it and stuff. That's the kind of shadow that would be hard to render in real time. And like those ones down on the ground there too, where there's this light coming through these bars, and so we have this very shaped shadow that's projected with clean edges and stuff. That's exactly the kind of thing that really wasn't able to be rendered in real time. Because you'll note our shadows are just your standard shapeless circle shadow, where it's just a circle straight underneath us. It's not projected in either direction. It's not actually representative of our shape. It's just a circle underneath us, which is how shadows were done for a long time. Oh my god, I was right that it was a mimic. That's not even remotely surprising. But it had a pie in it. So that's an example, these nice shadows, projected shadows with actual shapes and lines and such. That's a good example of a benefit, another benefit of the pre-rendered backgrounds. Because, you know, I've been kind of hard on that system, because I'm not particularly a fan of the system, but it does have its upsides. It's a shame, Cagen does not feel as awesome as he did. Oh wait, that is a door. Oh, I guess I just wasn't able to go into it earlier because I guess it considered there still being enemies on screen. So we have that weird gear logo again. And a bunch more food, because that's apparently the only treasure in this game. And there is indeed nothing else here. But yeah, Cagen was doing noticeably more damage than the other characters. Like, he felt really, really powerful. And now he's doing about the same as them, so he doesn't seem as awesome anymore. And now his lack of reach, because he's not holding a long-ass weapon, is starting to get really annoying.
Excuse me, are you all right? How long have they kept you hanging there?
I was the very first tenant here, many, many years ago.
You don't sound very bothered by that.
Even test all their new torture equipment on me before anyone else.
You said that like it's a privilege.
That's awful.
No, it's made me famous. Everyone in chains knows Jeremiah Gunn.
Okay. I like the stock scream in the background, but that's legitimately an interesting character. A guy trapped in a dungeon so long that he's come around and now is proud to be the oldest tenant.
How do you survive? You look terrible.
Actually, he doesn't even look that scrawny for a guy locked in a cage in a torture dungeon.
The food is like the beatings, regular. And they do let me out to stretch my legs. Granted, the rack may be a little painful, but my posture has never been better.
This guy is amazing.
Try not to worry. We'll find some way to get you out of there.
Sounds like he doesn't really want it.
I'm too old to worry about getting out. You concentrate on freeing the others. But before you go, I have something for you. I'll throw it down.
Better not be your dirty undies, because what else would you have? Oh, you kind of missed. Well, that was the gold key. I think that's the one to the door in the library we saw a really long time ago. Although I don't actually know how to get over there. This bridge clearly needs to come down, but there's no switch for doing so. And every one of these screams in the background is a stock scream I recognize from like 100 other things. I don't know exactly where those screams came from, but I guarantee you recognize them too. And that one aliases really badly, because it's higher pitched. Thing is, though, I have nowhere else to go. There's no other path, like I can't go this way instead of through the door. Like that scream there, I'm pretty sure that's the one that's when you die in Doom 64. I have one last idea, and it's going to make me really mad if it is the solution. And I'm gonna check if there's like something I can shoot with an arrow. Like, I don't know if I could like shoot the chains to break them so that the thing falls down. Now, I'm holding L, which would target anything with the spell, and nothing's getting targeted. But just for shits, I'm gonna switch to a bow. I'm just gonna scroll across and hammer R. Nothing is... Oh, that is. You are fucking kidding me. Okay, if I go back to a spell, that was not highlighted before, was it? Oh, it was. But for some reason I hadn't... See, I'm hammering R now. Oh, its pickup is just really picky. Because I've been like scrolling around hammering R. And that hasn't quite been selected. It's like if I go left of the screen, the door there is selected. If I just hammer R and scroll up, it doesn't get selected. I'm hammering R right now. Oh, there it is. So that one's just really picky for some reason. So yeah, I just totally missed that I can shoot that, presumably, and lower the bridge. Fucking brilliant. I missed that solely because the cycling through icons thing didn't work the way it's supposed to. Good job, everybody. Thanks for making me run around a whole bunch. And now Cagen's out of magic, so instead of punching, the AI just keeps trying to cast magic it can't cast, so I have to unequip magic so that now he'll actually punch. Yeah, the collision on these is just fucking fiddly, it seems. I thought it was because Cagen doesn't have much reach, but I actually have a hard time hitting him even as David here. Taste fire, fiend. Wow, that does a lot of damage.
Good luck, and take care of my key. I've had to hide it in a very private
Jesus.
place for many years.
We will. And thank you.
Maybe we should wash it first.
No need for thanks. The pleasure is all mine.
Oh. Alright, so we have a gold key. That gate there does not open, so I guess just onward. And I'll just have to remember that I have that key, because I'm pretty sure that's the one to the library at No. Oh my god, it's the Duke. Well, I'm out of magic, so instead of waiting around for it, I'm just gonna have Vivian do this, even though I'm nearly out of arrows. Why do I have to do this multiple times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took 5 tries for that to equip. Oh, I'm out of arrows. How about, daggers? God, the ranged combat in this game is boring. Also, these things are very boring to fight because they mostly just run away and stand at a distance, forcing me to run towards them, where they then just run away. It all gets really boring. Like this. I'm just trying to hit him, but he keeps running away. It's not fun. And I can't believe I even need to explain that, but...
What are you doing?
Well, saving you, you fucking idiot.
Important to jeopardize by coming here.
We need you.
Do we, though? What has he actually done?
Are you all right?
Who are you, by the way? I'm new to the party.
Yes, I'm fine. You'll have to find the warden. He's the only one with keys to the cells.
Okay.
Why, you'd think we could use one of our amazing magic spells to just melt the bars, or melt the lock, or blast it open, or something exciting, but no, we're actually gonna go kill the warden and take the keys, because that's fun, I guess.
And David, be careful.
That goes without saying, Duke. Come on. Is that a spotlit shitter? I just noticed that. How very strange. Let's go check out this spotlit shitter, because that is the strangest thing I've seen in this game so far. Oh my god, it's usable. In fact, it's the only thing on the screen that is. And it opens a secret passage. What the actual fuck? Why would you tie this? Why would the mechanism for your secret entrance be flushing the toilet? Who does that? Guys, you want to get out of the line of fire? That'd be really great. Fucking idiots. I'm genuinely considering that, like, for the next area in this game, whatever it is, I want to try it solo. This isn't as fun as it used to be, I'm not gonna lie. Mostly because all of the little annoyances that weren't too bad early on are now really overstaying their welcome and starting to compound. I was mostly enjoying this game for up to now. I still kind of am, but there's an overall lack of polish here that's really bumming me out, because it wouldn't even take very much change to get this just enough tighter that it's a lot more exciting to play. Whatever, let's go down into the toilet-controlled staircase. Wow, we got 15 whole arrows. That would last like 3 seconds. How generous. In fact, why don't archers drop arrows? I feel like every one of these we defeat should drop something. And he dropped gas cloud and, ooh, chaos potion. Don't know what that does. Maybe it just frenzies enemies. Like it emits an area effect and everything in that area just starts attacking randomly, even their allies. Maybe. Ooh, bombs. Where are those? Just ranged? Oh, hey, it's that thing between the bows. I was wondering what it was. I bet they're really underwhelming. Well, actually, they might be pretty useful, but I'm just gonna run out immediately and then not be able to get more until we're done with this mission. Because, like, we're in the middle of a dungeon right now. It's not like I can just go back to the barracks and buy more bombs and then come back, because I would have to start this dungeon over. Because if I fast traveled out of here, I would only be able to fast travel back to, presumably, the entrance. I will admit, though, this area has been pretty long. Inordinately long. Because I've said numerous times now that the areas felt weirdly short. This one doesn't. And this is the first area that hasn't felt, like, obscenely easy. Like, the enemies have a lot of health and do a lot of damage. And aren't dropping more food than I can carry, so... Alright, now... I really need to heal, so I either need to blow through all my healing items or stand here for like 10 minutes until I have enough magic to cast Life 3. I'm actually going to go grab the manual, just to see if there's a way to change level, although I'm sure there isn't, because when I have this selected, I've tried literally every button on the controller, and none of them do anything, so clearly you can't, but I'm just going to go check in case. And then just sort of awkwardly squeeze past my microphone there. Perfect. Perfect. Oh my god, I just realized what that confusing infinity symbol is. Oh, remember way back at the start of the game when I was confused by... When I had Sukuni had the bow equipped, there was the infinity next to it. The game never explained this, but the manual does. Automated firing of magic and ranged weapons. Heroes can be set to automatically fire a set number of shots at a target, using magic or ranged weapons while you take control of another hero. For example, select Sukuni and equip her with a magic or ranged weapon. Pressing the Y button selects the number of shots you wish Sukuni to fire, 1, 3, 5, or infinite. To get Sukuni to fire the rest of her allotted shots, select another hero. Sukuni will proceed to fire off the rest of her allotted shots. She will stop firing when her allotted shots have been fired, she's run out of ammunition/magic, or the enemy is dead. So, I've complained before about the AI just spamming how many times they fire. Let's just say, let's give him earth magic. And he would just spam it endlessly, but I guess if I press Y... No, it's actually not... Oh, in the field, not in the menu. Oh my god, you can cycle through levels, but only in... That is the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Okay, here's how that works. Y is the number of shots in the field, but X cycles through the level of the spell. So there's 3, 1, 2. However, I tried that already, because I went into the menu, and with a spell selected, I tried both Y and X. And guess what? They don't do anything. So I tried this in the menu and went, okay, well, X and Y aren't used in the menu. Maybe if I highlight a spell and hit X or Y, it would change levels. Oh wait, no it doesn't. So I went, oh, okay, that clearly doesn't work. Little did I know that inexplicably, despite the fact that pressing X does literally nothing in the menu, no matter where in the menu you are, pressing X in the field actually does change the level of your spell. That makes no sense. Why would you do that? The fact that it didn't work in the menu, which is where you actually select the spell, so you would think you would select the level in the same place that you select the spell itself. So when that didn't work, I just decided, oh, well, apparently I can't change level. But inexplicably, You cannot change the level. You can't select the level of the spell on the select spell screen, but you can do it on the field, where it's otherwise impossible to select anything because you can't actually select weapons in the field. So the game's just making up the fucking rules on the fly. Why would you do that? Like, first of all, this should just happen on the menu screen because that's where I select the spell in the first place. So just let me hit X to select the level here. Like, why one and not the other? Just do both. X doesn't do anything on the menu, so it's not like it needs to be used for something else. Why the fuck does it not work here but does work here? Why would you do that? So yeah, I have now been frustrated that I can't change spell levels for a fair while in the game, simply because it is so terribly designed, so illogically designed, that I didn't even realize it was possible. Oh, sweet Jesus. That just made me hate the game. I'm not even kidding. Like, I just died a little inside at how stupid that is. At least now I can drop to a lower level life spell. Alright, is this obvious winch usable? It is not. There's a doorway through there. There's a doorway down there. Well, let's do the closer one first, just because it's closer. So at least you can limit how many shots your allies waste. That's nice. That's obviously a trap, because there was nothing else on the screen. Oh my god, I'm so tired of chasing these fucking things. Who thought this was compelling gameplay? I know I'm 25 years too late, but it's not. Ooh, actual potions. Gas cloud, exploding, chaos, strength, exploding. No healing. Also, the really slow trilling in this music has gotten incredibly old. Ooh, different music. And looks like we're going to do another fight with disabled partners.
Congratulations.
Okay.
You've proved quite annoying.
It's proven, by the way.
Generation dregs.
It's a very strange taunt.
Tiresome.
Then I'll ease your torment and end it quickly.
Ooh, a quality retort from David, but unfortunately his voice has absolutely no gravitas to it, so it didn't have quite the resonance that it should have for such a nice retort.
I'd like to say it's been gratifying killing off your entire bloodline, but you were all just too pathetic.
My entire bloodline? I mean, you killed Granddad, like, who else?
Entire bloodline?
Is there some sort of backstory here we're now gonna get that's supposed to be a big revelation but isn't?
Surely no one's that ignorant. Didn't your grandfather tell you what happened to your father?
Are we really doing this? Because it's kind of lame.
He was killed trying to stop bandits terrorizing our land.
An engaging but tragically flawed account. You see, there was only one.
It was you, yeah,
Me.
Yeah.
Your grandfather was obviously too ashamed to tell you the truth.
No.
That's not true, that's impossible.
He died protecting me.
Well, don't worry. You can ask him yourself soon enough.
I think that was supposed to be dramatic, but it totally wasn't because, well, I mean, I'd never even thought of David's father before because he has not been mentioned at any point. So I didn't realize that Granddad had even told us a story about how our father died that was an incorrect account, because whenever that happened, it was not in the game. This isn't like in Star Wars where Obi-Wan tells Luke that Vader killed his father, and then later it's revealed that Vader is his father, and Obi-Wan clarifies that from a certain point of view, Vader killed your father because Vader's basically a different person, where the reveal that Vader was actually his father had been set up by the fact that Luke's father had actually been mentioned before. He describes his father, he was a good friend, he was the best star pilot in the galaxy, and Vader killed him. Like, we had heard and thought about Luke's father prior to Vader revealing that he is his father. Here, they're trying to do the I am your father thing, where it's like, no, it was me who killed him. But, like, I've never even once thought of David's father before because he's never once even been mentioned. So rather than this being a reveal, like a twist on something we heard earlier in the game, it's instead not a twist at all because we never heard that earlier in the game for us to have been operating on incorrect information up to this point. We were operating on no information up to this point because I'd never even thought about his father before. So he goes, "Oh, I killed your father." And I go, "Oh, wait, why do I care?" Not very effective, that. And indeed, we're going to have to do this without party members. Let's go ahead and hit him with a level 3, I guess. And of course, he just dodges it, which, I mean, makes sense. Why wouldn't he? Let's see. Let's open up with a falcon. I think this is... Yeah. I think that was within range. Oh, Jesus. Even through a shield, that hurt quite badly. This guy's going to be a bit of a problem. Of course, he can teleport. Hey, can I turn invisible? Speaking of which. Oh, it works. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, I'm going to use that to cheese this then. Let's get the cleaver out. Owie. Let's wait for him to do his little thingy. Let's put this back on. Okay. If you're close enough, they still react to you anyway. So I hate that because we're at the top of the screen, the fucking character portraits are in the way. Let's go down here just so we have more real estate to work with. Let's do Scythe again. Yes, glorious. I'm going to switch back to Falcon because that's almost done. I'm going to run around a bit till it's ready. Equip this because he's gaining on me. Hit him in the butt a few times. He's inexplicably not reacting for some reason. He was earlier. Aha! Cleaver's ready. Glorious. Yeah, you can totally just cheese this with invisibility. Wow, that item is horribly OP, and I totally approve. Wow. Yeah, I was hoping I could just use my shield to block. I didn't know if he was going to do like a combo, like a flurry of attacks, and then sort of stop attacking to have like an opening, and then I would hit him. Apparently he just sort of attacks continuously, so yeah, I'm just going to cheese it with the invisibility ring, which is about out of power, but he's also almost dead. And he's doing that side hop that I still have not figured out how to do. Oops. Yeah, he's just magically dodging everything. There we go. And I blew his head off.
What happened?
I finally understood my grandfather's sacrifice. And I ended the fight Fuge started when he killed my father.
You did?
Come on.
What relevance did that have to do with grandfather's sacrifice? So if our father died to Fuge fighting him, why would that make granddad's sacrifice make sense? Because it's like a totally different event that's not really connected. Granddad staying behind so that we could escape Fuge back at the library, that would happen either way and make sense either way, completely independently of Fuge having killed our father. Also, Granddad never mentioned our father even once before now, so whatever, we got his dual knightly swords. Appear to be the final weapon. Also, I just noticed the spikes on this wall. Look at those things, those are gnarly. And I have no idea why they're there, but my god, these massive chains emerging from what appears to be magma is pretty cool. I like the rust spots on them so they're not just solid color. And they are incredibly huge, which is cool. Gigantic chains tend to look imposing and impressive. Ooh, chicken leg. I don't know who put a chicken leg in a pie down there, but whoever you were, thanks, I guess. Nice to know the invisibility ring is incredibly useful, though, because you can just make a boss stop attacking you and then just poke him in the butt. And it seems like if you physically touch them, they notice you, but I thought it was proximity, but it seems to be more that you just actually have to touch them. Well, the trick with these is that a single attack is actually 2 hits, which is pretty cool. Alright, so there's a door all the way at the bottom. I'm gonna see if the manual, since I have it here now, does it mention the side hop? Yeah, hold down R and tap the B button to dodge. Doesn't say anything about dodging in directions, so maybe the side hop really is something only the enemies can do. Oh hey, yeah, looking through the manual here, there is area magic. Magic can be used in 2 ways. You can cast a spell at range, or you can cast a spell as an area effect in the immediate vicinity of your hero. To cast a spell on an area, hold down R and press and hold A, as opposed to a range, which is hold L and hit A. Let's try that. Oh, it doesn't do very much damage. Yeah, it does quite a bit less than the ranged equivalent. Which I can do at point blank anyway, so... Well, we just murdered the warden, I guess, because he dropped the key. Ooh, level 2 area seems a little better. Oh, yeah. I feel a little better about the magic now that I've learned a couple things about it. It's a shame the game never actually tells you that. But it's also my fault for not really reading through the manual beforehand. So who are you? Are you perchance the fucker that wants the teddy bear? You look like you've been in this cell for a really long time because it's absolutely slathered top to bottom in dookie butter. It's weeping through the grate in the ceiling. But my God, you're ripped.
I'm not allowed to talk to strangers. You'll get me in trouble. Please, you have to go now.
But we've come to help you.
Why? Did my mother send you? She used to sing to me, you know. I miss her a lot.
Oh my God, this is the guy that needs the teddy bear.
Do you even know how old you are?
Of course I know. I just can't remember. But I was 10 once.
Most people were 10 once.
I remember it. It was blue like the sea.
Wow. It's weird his outfit kind of has the Fallout vault suit color scheme. I'm not sure why this guy's even here, honestly. Why would they just keep him in a dungeon for 30 years? Does he do anything? Like, are they using him for something? Does he do some menial task? Is that why he's so buff? Because he, like, hauls stuff around for the people? Like, why do they have him here? Wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it? The people we're dealing with, the bad guys we're dealing with, are not particularly renowned for their mercy.
Yes, exactly like it. It is yours.
Mine? My mother did send you.
Yeah, we could have just said that.
Mummy!
Be careful!
Oh, and he just leaves? If he could just leave, why didn't he do that before? I mean, the door wasn't locked, was it? I just walked in here. I didn't have to use the cell key because I still have the cell key. Also, I somehow have a half-moon key, which I did not notice picking up. Well, good for him. I'm glad he's okay and he'll make it out, presumably. And I don't know if we go back to his mother and say, hey, we got your son out. He's spent his whole life in a cell, so he might be a bit out of touch with reality, but so now I guess we just backtrack to the Duke and let him out, and then I guess we're done here. I think that's all we're here to do. I didn't realize we were going to fight Fuge here. I figured he would be like the first boss right before Silver. You know, we would like fight Fuge and then immediately afterwards fight Silver in like the final area of the game, which gives me the impression that we're actually very close to the end of the game, and yet there are, 3 orbs we don't have, which implies that the game isn't almost over, because that would be like 3 whole more areas to go through, unless there's one here, which I would be kind of surprised by, because like we weren't specifically informed that there was an orb here. Unless maybe the Duke has one. You know, he managed to get his hands on it before he was captured, and now he's hiding it up his ass. We'll let him out of the jail cell. He'll go, here, I have been holding onto this orb. And he'll just rip it out of his ass and hand it to us.
Did you find the key?
Uh-huh, that's why we're here.
Of course.
Wow, that was really useful dialogue.
Clay! We thought you were dead. You should get back to the camp. Richard is heartbroken. He thinks he's lost you.
Well, the fact that he is alive actually undermines the fact that that scene had a little bit of gravity to it, that he was sad that... No, I guess it doesn't matter, because he's fine. Whatever, fuck it.
Yes, but David, you and I have more urgent matters to address. Fuge's ambush was no chance encounter.
No shit. Ambushes don't just happen organically, they're planned.
You needn't concern yourself further with Fuge. He's dead. Do you think we have a traitor?
Not necessarily. Glass, Silver's daughter, is a sorceress. She has a seeing ball. It's likely that she's observed our plans and reported back to her father.
Then she could be watching us now. Come on, we have to act quickly.
Although if she's watching us now, she knows what we're doing whether we do it quickly or not. But sure, that somehow makes a difference, I guess.
Wait, did you see William when you were looking for the warden? He's in one of the other cells.
Oh, no, I didn't.
No, we saw him in the tavern in Rain.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Good. I'd feared the worst. I'd seen him being taken for his hearing with Fuge. The others in his group never returned. Maybe there's hope for them, too.
Probably not, because they're not key characters in the plot.
Maybe. Come on. Glass will be expecting us, and I don't want to disappoint her.
I guess all those other people endlessly screaming in the background are fucked. We don't need to bother to save them. It's fine. Oh, we just cut to her throne room? We gotta watch everybody walk into place for no good reason.
Then you know why we're here.
To kill you.
We know you've been watching us, spying for your father.
Can we just skip the formalities and shank her in the face?
You underestimate me. But you're right, I have seen many things. And I could have stopped you at any time.
Your dragon didn't stop me from taking your orb.
To leave you be.
And why would you do that?
Does she secretly hate her father?
Like you,
Oh my god, what a twist.
You'd say anything.
What? To appease you? Don't flatter yourselves. You couldn't kill me.
We probably could, actually. We killed Fuge and he was kind of badass.
Then tell us why you hate him.
Because he's a dick.
He killed my mother. If you want your traitor, go to Deadgate. There you'll find the tormented souls of all the murdered rebels.
Like, literal souls?
In limbo until their deaths have been avenged. They'll name their betrayer.
That's actually a really interesting concept. I hope it's as visually interesting as I'm imagining in my head, because that... that was suddenly really interesting.
David, go to Verdante Harbor and book...
Oh, Verdante. Hey, now we know how it's pronounced.
I'm going back to Haven to see what is left of my men.
Not much, I'll just tell you now.
You believe her?
Yes I do.
Why? Oh.
If you're so powerful...
He's not even going to explain why he believes her?
You betrayed us.
I cannot ask to see that which is unnamed.
That's a weak-ass explanation. She may as well have just said, I don't have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. Oh no, it's Bazooka Joe's little butt buddy.
That you should join him at the...
Okay, yep. So, we're going to a place called Deadgate to meet up with the souls of our dead companions trapped in limbo so we can find which one betrayed us before he's sent to hell for eternity or something. That sounds so awesome. And I have almost no faith that when we actually see it, it will live up to how cool that should be. I would love to see how this game renders like a river of souls in limbo. Or is it just going to be like a really plain looking location where people are like standing in line and we just walk up and talk to them and it's really boring? I have a feeling it's going to be that, but my god, I'm imagining in my head the kind of backgrounds we could design to make that so cool. It could be like all ethereal and like there's like this cistern of swirling souls trapped in limbo as they wait for their final fate to be determined. You know, like my god, you could have fun with that.
I've reviewed the calculations of my formulas. Now, can I interest you in...
Okay, I've still never used a potion. I still don't have any magic potions. It probably wouldn't hurt to have at least a couple of these because there have been times where I've just been waiting for magic to regen. Absolute protection. Going off of the name, I would assume that means invincibility, but that seems weirdly generous for only $100. I'm gonna buy 2 of those, just to have them for a rainy day. It would be great if there was a written description of what these do on screen, like most games ever made, but I guess it would be really hard to just type up some basic text, so I understand why they didn't. In terms of keys, we have a gold key, a half moon. I have no clue what the half moon goes to. I for sure have not seen that icon. The gold, I think, goes to no, so I'm gonna fast travel there next and check.
Did you find your conundrum?
Yes, I have it here. It was most thoughtful.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to bring one to him.
Take it. It may help you with your quest.
Oh, let's go take it to the guy at the monastery.
Thank you. I'm sure it will.
Question of Life scroll. Glorious. And then we got Summon Golem and Hurricane. Ooh, Hurricane's a technique. And Summon Golem. It's a magic item. Is it a consumable or does it recharge like the others? Let's go to the barracks. I'm gonna buy some projectiles, some ammo. Then we'll head back to the monastery and give the Question of Life to what's-his-bitch that's too stupid to leave. I could stock up on dead rats.
Please buy me goods. Me children are hungry.
Well, then why not just feed them your goods?
Sell food.
I don't own these goods, and if I don't sell my quota, I get the whip.
Fair enough. We've still never had a cake. Does no enemy drop cakes? Or is the only way to obtain delicious cakes to buy them from the richly developed character Fat Trader? I'm gonna buy one. And I'm gonna go ahead and stock up on rats. There. Mainly I just wanted some arrows just in case I need to do it. Notably, he does not sell bombs. So I guess you can only get those from chests, which means they're crazy rare and super valuable, which I'm sure does not hold up in terms of their actual usefulness in game. Luckily, we're not getting accosted by crazed monks. I guess because we punched them all into chunks, but everything else respawns. I'm surprised these don't. But since they don't respawn and there's no music and we just hear the endless wind-blowing noise of emptiness, really just serves as a harrowing reminder of the fact that we utterly, brutally murdered all of this guy's former friends and he somehow didn't care. Yeah.
We have a scroll that details a life question for you to consider.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll find this most engaging. In return, take this ethereal potion. It will transport you to a different place in time and will answer questions you don't yet know to ask.
Wow, that sounds incredibly useful, but I have no idea why I need it. Oh, he just drinks it immediately. Oh, I thought it was an item I would save until I needed it. Isn't this the place from the opening scene? I appear to be invisible, so I should be able to walk past these guys. Oh, yeah, this is the opening scene. Oh my god. Look at his smoking shoes left on the floor. That's hilarious. We got a wood key. And then we're done, I guess? That's all we were there to do?
I've just seen Silva kill Reuben.
Oh, that was Reuben? I thought he was just some guy.
Exhibiting his paintings. Then Silva walked in. It was horrific. His boots and his key were all that were left. What would compel him to do such a terrible thing?
Being a dickbag, which is something we knew about Silver. In fact, it's the only thing we do know about Silver, is that he is a gigantic, raging, unmitigated dickbag.
Silver doesn't need a reason. He enjoys inflicting pain.
But that in itself is the reason. He enjoys it. But if that was apparently Reuben, which I did not realize, because he just looks like some guy, if that was Reuben, I'm assuming that key is the key to Reuben's house. Well, back to the rebel camp. Let's get Vivian back. Oh yes, I forgot about the old lady. I had to tell her that her son is back.
What gift can a mother give to the one who gave her back her son?
I don't need a gift, ma'am. I am just a good person, and I did it out of the goodness of my heart. And the fact that you are happy to have him back is enough for me.
You're together. That's enough.
Yeah, that's basically what I said.
Please take this. It isn't much. In fact, I don't really know what it is. But I am a woman of few possessions. Now I have everything I need right here.
Aw.
Thank you.
Jimmy, take care of your mother.
Yeah, I will.
Ring of Resist Magic. Ooh. Well, that sounds like it could actually be very useful. Thank you, ma'am.
Due to the carnage at Chains and the great number of casualties, I've been forced to send messengers out across the province to rally support.
Yeah, I can already hear in my head the message the messenger is carrying. I come from the Duke. He's requesting reinforcements because people that join him die horribly. Do you want to join him? Sorry, Sakuni, I don't need a ranged character because ranged in this game does not work very well. And frankly, when I need ranged, I can just use spells as Cagen. I'm gonna check the damage rating again. Oh, inexplicably, the Bastard Sword now does way more damage than the Mace. Even though when I looked at it, when I first got it, it only did like one more. I could check how strong Jug is. How strong was Vivian? 326. All right, Jug. How beefy are you? 489. Wow. Oh, that's a pretty big jump over Vivian. Bastard Sword 81. That's actually less than it said for Vivian, isn't it? Oh, but the Mace is way more. Oh, okay, so the strength of the weapons is not determined by level or strength. It's character per character? Oh, I thought it was just a factor of strength, and thus higher strength would make all the weapons better. Oh, and he's great with the hammer, because the hammer's actually even better. Oh, I've totally misunderstood this system. It's not like there's a skill for blunt and blade, and Jug has a better blunt skill than blade, so he's better with a hammer than a sword. And then Vivian has better blade than blunt, so she's better with the sword. Like, if it had that, I would have known that. In the absence of that stat, with the only stat being strength, I just assumed the weapons all linearly got better. Well, since Jug, as strong as he is, his damage with the Warhammer is the same as Vivian with the Bastard Sword, I'll just take Vivian.
Tell me of your...
I will tell you of my deeds. I changed party members, and that's about it. But I don't want to have to do all that crap again, so I'll save anyway. It's not very exciting, Chronicler, I understand. This will probably get edited out of the final thing. I guess now my only lead is Ruben's house. Knock, knock. I guess now that I know you're dead, I know you won't be here. I just assumed we were going to meet Ruben at some point. I had no clue that nondescript guy in the intro was Ruben. So who are you with the crazy green hair? And why are you punching at me?
And how did you get in?
Chiaro. Ooh, that's an interesting name. So his name is Chiaro. I'm assuming as in chiaroscuro. I'm guessing this is like Ruben's son or something. And chiaroscuro is an art term. So it's actually kind of amusing to have the son of an artist named Chiaro. That's actually kind of clever.
Sorry, we didn't know.
I'm assuming this is Ruben's son.
We used Ruben's key.
That's impossible. Ruben's opening an art exhibition in the north.
Were you a friend?
Yes, my name is Charo. I'm also his student. You said were.
Oh, he's not his son, it's just a student. Okay.
Sorry. It seems Silva took offense to Ruben's subject matter. He killed him.
Well, you could have put that a little less bluntly, perhaps.
What?
I'm afraid he's right. We saw Ruben's death while using an ethereal potion.
Which sounds really hard to believe when you say it out loud, but...
So why are you here? Come to rifle his work?
Well, yeah, it's called the hero tax.
You're upset. Please. We're not here to steal anything.
Then why are we here?
For 8 magical orbs. They'll help us defeat Silva.
Why? Ruben was nothing to you.
I never met the guy.
Silva is evil, and he will continue to kill indiscriminately until he is stopped.
We will avenge the destruction of Ruben. Is that good enough for you?
And we will stop him.
Then I must help you.
Oh, he's a companion. Okay. Well, let's check his stats. Meager strength. Very, very meager hit points. A shocking amount of dexterity, although I don't actually know what dexterity does, because it doesn't seem to determine ranged damage, because ranged skill does that. He has an enormous amount of wisdom, though. Oh, I just realized he has a shit ton of magic. A shit ton of magic. Okay. He is clearly a mage. And he sucks ass with all weapons. Look at that. His highest damage on any of them is a 22. Wow. Well, if his thing is that he's a mage, frankly, I would probably stick with Cagen, because Cagen is... He's not the best mage, but he is a competent mage. He's better at magic than either David or Vivian, or Sukuni, or Jug, but he's also really good at physical, so he can do both. Charo here presumably sucks ass at physical, meaning he'd really only be useful with spells, meaning as soon as he runs out of MP, he's basically just dead weight. Also, I swear, this grinding stone sound, I totally recognize that. It's been bothering me since we walked into this room that I recognize that sound. I'm hoping there actually is something here other than a party member. Is there gonna be an orb in here? Oh, there is. Excellent. And some food. Fucking apple. Why are you still giving me apples? They only give 20 health when my characters have 1500.
Another orb. Charo, surely you knew of its power.
No, I just presumed it was one of Ruben's more abstract sculptures.
I thought you had really high wisdom. That's an incredibly dumb statement from you. Well, let's equip it. There is nothing else in here. We can look at all of his art supplies here. He apparently has a skeleton in here, which is fascinating. I guess if he needs a skeletal reference, that makes sense, but is it real? Lots of books. He's apparently in the middle of a painting. Gigantic window, which nicely shows a proper reflection of the water wheel there. Having a water wheel actually in your workshop, though, seems like a terrible idea. For one, a water wheel like this, like a shower of water pouring onto this thing and it dumping out, and that thing would be enormously loud. to have in your room. Like, it would drive you crazy to have this constant rushing water sound 6 feet away from you. That would actually be quite loud. Much louder than it's being depicted in-game. Not to mention the grinding sound of the grindstone on the next floor down, but at least that's through a floor. So it'd be somewhat attenuated. When you're trying to concentrate on an artwork, that would probably get old. Also, it would be splattering droplets all over the room. Like, imagine you're trying to paint on something and little fine mist of droplets keeps splattering all over your paint and ruining it. He seems to be in the middle of a marble sculpture here. He's got an hourglass, a scroll with a nice little bow on it, a skull made out of coal, it looks like. Buckets of paint. Yeah, I mean, it's stuff you'd expect to see in an artist's studio, though. And then there's just inexplicably a giant-ass water wheel right in the middle of his studio. That's bizarre. Does any artist have a water wheel in their studio? Does he sell grains of some kind on the side? Is that like his little side hustle when his paintings don't make enough to pay the bills? I mean, like, why is there a water wheel in his art studio? It's bizarre.